今回はマイアミグランプリ決勝後のドライバーコメントです。
Yeah, it was close. It was very, very close. So a bit disappointed. But like I've said all weekend, we've anticipated probably a more challenging one, given that we didn't bring any upgrades on the car. So with all that in mind, I think we can be happy with our job. We finished very close to the points. Not close enough, but also the race didn't really go in our favor. On one side we had DNF of a car ahead, so we shouldn't be P11, we should be P12. But I got very unlucky on lap 1, I fell back, and also in the stops, lost a bit of time as well there. So considering all of that, we can be happy with our weekend. Hopefully next time out we're going to be a bit stronger.
I mean, it was pace to fight for the points. It's just that when you start last, there is not really much you can do unless you get lucky, So I think I went through the pack. I think there was some good pace, some good moves, but just not enough time to overtake people. There was no really big safety cars in the middle of the race that could help me. So yeah, anyway, starting P last and finishing P12, I think, is not a bad thing,
I think it would have been difficult to get into points. I think we lacked a little bit of pace overall. It was quite tricky to stay on track and to get a good rhythm. We are degrading quite a lot the tires when we are pushing hard, but still plenty of positives to take. But on to Montreal, looking forward to see what we can do.
I don't know, obviously it wasn't going to be easy coming into it just because of down on mileage from missing the sprint. Honestly struggled a bit in the first few laps, but just in general a bit on the first stint. Didn't feel very comfortable in the medium, just struggled a lot for grip. But then as soon as we put the hard on, I felt much better. It felt all a lot nicer. Pace was definitely quite a lot better. So I don't know, we'll have a look into things, see what I can do better. Obviously, it's still very early in the season. I'm still, like I said, missing mileage, this weekend. So stuff to work on. But yeah, I'll look over everything with the team and try to make a step behind.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. I mean, performance is what it is. We are in a tough moment, but we finished the race with both cars for the very first time in this year. So yeah, I think there are some progress on the reliability side, and vibrations, as I said yesterday, are fixed now. So yeah, definitely some positives to take from Miami.
Yeah, we were racing. We made the most out of it today. We had a bit of damage from Bortoleto on the left-hand side of the floor. Then my front wing at the start got a bit damaged. It was a bit chaotic. It was a lot of fun fighting Fernando towards the end. Unfortunately, I couldn't help him back. But overall, it was a nice fight and one that I enjoyed a lot.
No, not much enjoyment. We had some issues, and then just all the problems that we've been having. So hopefully we get better soon.
Difficult out there today. It felt like we made some improvements with a fresh tire. The tire felt better, but the tire deck was still huge for me, and that was the biggest thing today. And then, of course, the penalty didn't help, but in the end, it didn't cost us points. So it's part of the learning. We still are trying to optimize the buttons on the wheel and everything, and we're still just lacking a bit of feedback on the buttons. So I thought I pressed a bit limb, but obviously I didn't.
Yeah, had contact with Williams. I think it was Carlos in turn 1. Unfortunately, he clipped the front wing. We had to pit end of lap 1 for a new front wing, which obviously put us way back. And then after that, in the safety car, we had some technical problem. Couldn't continue, unfortunately, then.
It sucks for both of us, obviously. I just went into the last corner, and when I braked, lost the gearbox, and I went to neutral. So I basically had no gears, and I couldn't stop. So it's not something I've had before. Obviously, it's quite a big issue for us, and it's what meant we had to retire the car. But it's a shame because it's obviously taken out Pierre as well.
Which one? The start itself or the incident?
Start itself and then the incident.
Yeah, I mean the start actually was great. Managed to, I think, exit turn 1 like P6 or P7. Then I could see quite a lot going on with Max ahead, and I thought there'll be some more position to be gained, and then Max just came back, spun around right in front of me, and I had to jump on the brake right on the exit of turn 2, and then I lost like 5 or 6 position after that. So quite unlucky timing there, but then after I wasn't too worried because with the pace yesterday I knew that we should be quite clear to get back in the top 10, and there was the incident which was quite scary.
Yeah, this one really hurts because I had honestly such good pace. It felt very easy overtaking, and Yeah. Honestly, I'd like to just look back at what happened, but it went by so quickly that I was already in the wall, so very disappointed to throw away points and also hurting the car.